This is going to be one of my other controversial videos, but hear me out. I think you should actually learn how to glitch. Maybe not use it all the time, but you should at least learn how to do them all properly, and here's why. You guys know I'm a big advocate for glitchers and for glitching, but a lot of you don't like it, and fair enough, I'm not going to blame you for it. It's completely understandable, even though I do it 100% of the time. Now, I think you should learn how, and learn how quickly, and how to do it very well in a lot of them. Because a lot more players are going to do these glitches. It's just inevitable, right? Whether you like it or not. So you're going to go into a GA game, there's going to be an invincible there's going to be this, there's going to be that. What are you going to do? Just leave the game? Sure, fine. But you just ruined your fun. Sure, maybe you wouldn't have been able to kill the Han, but what if you could have countered the Han? Wouldn't that be a lot more interesting if you could actually counter the glitch? Something so hard to kill, to do, to destroy, and you might be able to. Now, I'm not teaching you a counter to these glitches, but I'm just telling you, you should really learn how to do it, because there's going to be so many games in a row, eventually, not anytime soon, I don't think so at least, but there's going to be so many games eventually where you're just going to have a glitcher after a glitcher after glitches. Some of them are going to be hard glitches, some of them aren't going to be hard glitches. If you're going against me, it's most likely going to be hard glitches, not because I want to be hard on you, but it's just the glitches I'd like to do. But the best thing you could do is leave, but the second best thing, in my opinion, which is what I would typically do and is the most fun outcome, is to try to actually counter the glitch smartly. Because if you can, that's a whole new objective that's not only very hard to destroy, but imagine if you're able to, for example, counter Invincible Han and you actually win the match, like generally win the match, not because the Invincible Han gave you the win, which, don't get me wrong, a lot of us do. I purposely will give you a win on, for example, GA. My goal on GA is to make the game as long as possible, not to win. Now, a lot of players know this because you guys follow me on my streams, but that's the way I like to play. But imagine if there was an actual Invincible Han trying to win really, really hard, and you pull out, I don't know, Invincible Droideka, Invincible Maul, or some glitch where the Han just cannot do his job, and you end up actually winning after an hour. Tell me that win is not more satisfying than just winning a normal 40v40 or 4v4. You really gonna think that's more satisfying? You with a less of an edge but still a decent chance wins. Now that's the kind of Rocky story you're gonna want to hear from the movies, but instead you're hearing it from Battlefront 2. So this is why I'm telling you, you should learn these glitches and you should learn to do them well and quickly, because there's gonna be a lot of these glitches. Now, I'm not posting any Invincible Han gameplay, it's just an infection. It's just more and more people are eventually gonna figure it out, and some of my glitches are already public, but they're not as bad as Invincible Han. But you're gonna want to learn these, because eventually, like I said, you're going to come up against them. You're going to want to counter, because it's a lot more fun. If you don't want to have fun, sure, you can leave the match. It's a lot better for you if you just want to play normal, but I guarantee you it's so much more interesting and fun. It's generally a game of chess. For example, here's what I mean by game of chess. You're in a 4v4 H3V, there's Invincible Han, and then your team on dark side, y'all don't know what to do, because you're like, okay, well, there's Invincible Han, he's sticking with his team, how do we win? We can kill his teammates, but we can't kill the Han. Now, it doesn't become a game where you just rush in like a bunch of monkeys. You actually have to play chess. You have to actually map out your entire plan, because you know if you just go in there rushing, yeah, sure, you might kill the 3 of them, but the Invincible Han's gonna kill all 4 of you, easily. So it becomes a totally different game, and that in and of itself, doesn't that sound fun? Like actually planning something, which a lot of you guys don't do. You're just like, okay, pick Vader, choke him, and that's it. Is that really it? Because I'm guaranteeing you that won't work. Imagine if you're actually like, hey Kyler, do this, and then we're going to do that, pull them out here, don't do this, do that. It's a whole plan, and sure, maybe you might not kill the Invincible Han, but you guys are doing such a good job, you end up winning the entire match because you could counter him or stuff. Now, I keep bringing up Invincible Han because it's the most OP glitch you'll probably ever go against, but it's just to give you a rough idea of how fun it can be if you actually learn these glitches and use them to counter other glitches. So that's what I'm an big advocate for. Learn these glitches so you can counter other glitches. If you don't want to do that, sure, go ahead, leave the game, but I guarantee you it's so much more fun if you actually learn how to do do these, because then it's glitches versus glitches, and it doesn't just become a normal boring H3V. Sure, you might not like glitches versus glitches, but I've got some bad news for you. There's not going to be any more updates on the game. So even though this isn't technically an update, it's a very, very, very fun, in my opinion, different way of playing the game. So tell me what you guys think.